Hello there, I'm Joe Visconti, I'm running for governor. We have a convention on May 17th. Very confident I'll have enough votes in the convention to be automatically in the primary. But because it's a crowded field of 6 candidates running for governor, a lot of great candidates, I don't want to be pushed out where at the close of the convention for governor, I didn't have the 15% and would not qualify to be in the primary. So therefore, by law, we are able, election law, to go out and gather signatures, which began April 29th and end June 10th. And I will need 8,190 signatures. We're going to go for more because you always have to have more signatures, just in case some of the signatures are not valid. I'm going to explain the form that was given to me by the Secretary of State, the primary petition form. A very simple process. We'll start first of all with, in order to circulate this petition or sign it, you must be a registered Republican in Connecticut. So if you haven't changed your party affiliation as a person of a Democrat or Independent or Green Party, you'd have until May 12th. An unaffiliated voter or someone who's never registered before can do it up until any time a day before the August 12th primary. But do it as quick as possible. Circulators have to be notified that they are registered at their town as a Republican before they can begin to circulate. So even if you change your party now, you'd have to wait to be contacted by the Secretary of State and through your town. So call your town if you've done that to make sure you're a registered Republican before you try to help us. So here's the party petition. This is gathered by the Secretary of State, and it has my name filled in, Joe Visconti, 1 Clifton Avenue, West Hartford, Connecticut, office sought, governor, party, Republican, and the primary date, August 12th. So the first thing that I would do, or you would do if you were a registered Republican, was turn it over on the back here, and this is a lot of verbiage where the Secretary gets sealed by the town clerk. But the first thing you would do to become a circulator, which means you can go to anywhere in Connecticut, anywhere that there are registered Republicans, and collect signatures. You would write down your circulator's name and the circulator's residence address. So I'm going to write down Joe Visconti. In this petition, I will gather signatures. And my address is 1 Clifton Avenue, West Hartford, Connecticut. Now this part here, I certify, this gets signed and filled out in front of a notary. So after the pages are all filled out, please don't hand anything until you contact our campaign. If you're a circulator, you'll get names here, and you won't be able to hand this into the town clerk unless it's notarized first. But that's the last thing that gets done. So after you do this and you receive the petition, you put your name, your town, and you are a Republican, and then you would go out and find people that would fill in that they are Republican. So let's pretend we're in Waterbury. We would write Waterbury in right here. And if you happen to be in Waterbury and there was someone from West Hartford, you could take another blank petition and begin putting that that says West Hartford. So you can actually have a petition for different towns. But the biggest problem that could happen and arise is people are not witnesses. As a circulator, you must be a witness to who signs this. So I have my name here. I will have this physically present. I will find a person from the town that they're in. I'm not going to fill it in right now. And let's say it's this man over here, John, and he's from Thomaston. I would write, I'm in the town of Thomaston collecting signatures. He would write his name. He would print his name.
Legibly, very legibly.
He would put his birth date and his street address. And that's all there is to it. And you could have one signature only. You don't have to have this all filled in. So if you want to sign it, it's one thing. If you want to be a circulator, this is the procedure. There are instructions that come with this that explain it all, that every circulator will have in a kit form we're providing. And we have palm cards and bumper stickers to give circulators. So just remember that this has to be signed by someone who wants to sign it with the circulator present. I can't stress that enough. It is illegal. There are election law violations if someone passed it around or left it in the store, picked it up later. That's a no-no. They will disqualify this, and there are penalties that go along with it. So I'm not just advising, I'm demanding everyone who becomes a circulator for my campaign reads the instructions. If there's any questions, we have teams of people that will train you. But this video is just to show you how it's done. And after it's all filled out, we'll contact you, and we'll be going to a notary. We'll bring a notary to you, or to the town clerk. It'll be notarized and then handed into the town that this comes from. This is the last important step. So I live in West Hartford, but if this is Thomaston and I get Thomaston signatures, then I have to hand this in to Thomaston. No matter where I'm from as a circulator, each petition from the town that I collected the signatures in have to go to the town clerk of that town. And that's just about it. But a circulator can work anywhere in the state as long as each town has its own petition. Someone from Weathersfield can't sign this if it says Thomaston, and you can't commingle different signatures on different towns. So it may sound a little more complicated than it is, but after getting the ropes a little bit, it'll be pretty easy. So on my website, viscontiforgovernor.com, we'll have the instructions. They're up there right now on our site. We will not have the petition because the petition can't be downloaded and distributed, as I earlier said. So the instructions are on the website. If you want to become a circulator, there will be a place on the website that it says volunteer. You can fill in the name that you'd like to become a circulator. If you'd like to just sign it and you hear about this or see this video, please go to my website, Visconti for Governor, and you can contact us and say, I'd like to circulate or I'd like to sign, and we will get you someone in contact with you online to reach out to you physically. That's about it. Today is May 3rd, and this is our 4th day collecting signatures. And the biggest thing you can do to help us is to spread the word on the social media. Tell your friends on social media. You can sign a petition. This is why Joe wants to sign a petition, and gather them together, because when we go out into the field physically with all of our teams of circulators, it's a lot of hard work, and we'd like to organize into different groups and places. So your best support for me would be to sign, but also to spread the word on social media. Post the link to this video on a lot of walls and share, and we'll get there. We're again, I'll repeat, we have to receive 8,190, but we're going to probably go for 14 to 18,000 signatures, and we have plenty of time to do it. But it's a process that's cumbersome, and every step has to be followed perfectly. So we need to expedite this as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great weekend.